Dude, I tell this story right here because it actually means more than just a little bit to me. On the simple fact of growing up in the household I grew up with, my mother, my two older sisters, and my father. We barely used the word I love you. We already knew, we all love each other. We have no issues. We conversate. We we always there for each other, 1,000%. But
everybody showing up.
yeah, we just never used the words actually, I love you. My wife, on the other hand, she grew up in the household with her mother, her sister, and her brother. They use the word I love you. They wear that word out. They take it to the grave if they can, man, bro. So
see how many times they can say it in a day.
In a day, like dude, I told her, ain't this much love in the world, man. Like
she said, "Well, there is inside."
Yeah, and dude, I say that to say it was my middle kid who kicked it off because he came up to me and he told me he loved you. He said, "Man, Daddy, I love you." I say, "All right, yeah, man, go ahead, yeah." So I said he did that about 3 more times. I said third time she copied me. I said, "Why you didn't tell you love him?" Hey, you know I love him, man. Bro. No, but why you don't say it? No, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Well, tell him then. Okay, well, hey, I love you. Just like, well, you need to start telling him every time you tell him. Every time he said, you got to say it. And I was like, well, I just wasn't, you know, we wasn't dialed in that way.
Right.
So then I learned that emotion is, he got it from her, but maybe my outlook of it was wrong because maybe you do need to hear that. Maybe you do need to,
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can see the look on his face when I actually say it back and everything now.
Right.
And then that rolls over to my mom and them. Now they're using it more now because now every time my mom get off the phone, hey, son, I love you. Yeah, I love you too. So it's like it's like women could bring some stuff in there that change up the world a little bit, man. Bro.
They bring a softness. They bring a nurturing and a caring and all those things.
Yeah, that's
their role.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it's like you got kudos on that one. I was like,
that is a direct correlation to what we were just saying about how you received that text message and how it makes you feel.
Yeah,
that's no different than your son.
Yeah, getting that same text. Yeah,
I mean? That's a feeling that I didn't know that I needed.
And that's why I say it's like my son putting in the group chat with me and his mom and stuff. Hey, look, I just passed such and such test. Okay, well, owe me. All right, cool, good. Well. But now it's, man, bro, congratulations, bro. You did a good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's more
right. Let's celebrate this.
Yeah, because I feel like you actually was you for you to share it. That means you was actually happy about it.
You cared about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to, relook at life that way.
I'm glad that your wife introduced you to that and opened your eyes up to let you see that, man, because you don't realize, people talk about the butterfly effect and how one little decision changes everything. And that wasn't a little decision. That was a big decision.
Yeah, that was a big decision.
Not to downplay it, but that decision for you to open up to your kids about that, like now your kids won't know what it feels like. It'll be normal to them.
Yeah, it's normal to them.
Not saying something was wrong with you because you were raised with it not there.
Yeah.
But, so you didn't know what you were missing.
Yeah, that's what it was. What I mean? It was like me not hearing it.
Right.
I didn't really have a care for it because
neither here nor there.
Yeah, I was like, man, bro, it's always told, man, you got bills paid, lights on. Right. You can you go in your room and turn your TV on. That's love. Right. So actually hearing it is just something different to where you look at it different now to where I'm looking at their interaction. Right. As far as in my interaction with my parents and the way they interact, even interact with each other. Like I said, they tell each other they love each other and everything before they go to bed at night. Hey, good night, love you. Right. Like that's just something you just don't expect from. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't expect from kids.
Right. So like, and I try to tell my kids, and if your kids are anything like my kids, which they probably are, they fight like cats and dogs.
Oh,
and
man.
Know, 1 minute everything, you can't separate them. They're just the best friends. And then in a drop of a hat, they can't stand each other. But it's important for me that whenever they are on the outs with one another and they got some whatever going on, like, oh, you touched my sock. I'm like, why are we talking about socks? But anyways, I try to let them understand, like, one day, if this life goes how it's supposed to go, y'all gonna be all you got is each other. I won't be here, mom won't be here, papa won't be here, and that's just the reality of it. So take that knowledge and build on it, because whenever if I'm not here, I want to know from wherever I'm at that if this one is in need, then this one's gonna do all they got to do it. Vice versa.
Exactly.
And that's all. As a father, that's probably my most important goal that I could do.
Like I say, you said one of the conversation we had, you said one of the realest things of when you said when your kids get older and they get to the age that we at now, what voice in their head would they hear from us?
Right, it's going to be our voice.
That's going to actually help them succeed in life, or actually help them
figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, like when you said that, it made me think about that to a simple point of like, what voice are they actually going to hear? Is it me actually drilling in their head a simple fact of, hey, you can do it. Hey, put your mind to it. It's all there. Never give up. Like,
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. Yeah. I ain't got one of them I love yous back there. But yeah, but it's stuff like that to where, like you said, what voice will you actually hear? Like, to me, that was something deep that you had said right there, because I was like, man, what voice is my kids going to hear? I wanted to, I would not know because it's in their head, but
all you can do is build your voice now.
Yeah. All I could do is just get as much situated as I could now, and I'm trying to be the best voice ever now since we had that talk.
that your kids, not only one day are you going to be their inner voice, or their inner critic, or their inner cheerleader, or their inner whatever you're going to inner be. You're going to inner be something, and you're only going to live in the stories that they tell. And trying to get emotional.
No, bro. I can honestly say, man, I could, living through the stories that me and my household have been through, they literally could look back on life and say they have stories to tell, and they have excellent stories to tell.
Right.
Because they have been through a lot with just each other. Like, from the oldest all the way to the youngest. Like, they have been through a lot with each other. So they have stories to tell out of this world. And I'm happy for that. I'm glad ain't none of them like bad stories, or ain't none of them like police called stories or nothing like they have literally been through a lot of decision making stories that got us to where we are at now in life, that make us comfortable to where we can sit back and be like, and they have seen us from then to now. And I honestly say my kids got a good core understanding, other than the 4-year-old. He think the world is his, but like, I really think they had that understanding of, man, we actually seen them grow and come in to this.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, it's like I was, what story are they going to tell about you, and it's a, for someone like yourself, this is really the first time that we really, dove off into this deep conversation, and it sounds like you've led a not going to say a stress-free life, because I know that's not true, but you grasp the importance of showing up. You grasp the importance of leaving a legacy. You understand that you are Superman now, or Batman, or Iron Man, or whoever you want, whatever superhero you may want to be. That's who you are right now, and that window is ever closing, and once it's gone, and they're never coming back.
Nope.
I think me personally, I went through things in my life when I hit a certain age where I thought I knew everything and nobody could tell me nothing. My parents, my mom, my dad, whoever. I did my own thing and they didn't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I have kids and the amount of effort that I've put into them, knowing the amount of effort my family put into me, how did that make them feel whenever I chose to disobey or not take into consideration what they were trying to help me with? Like how like I put myself in that situation. Like how would I feel if my son did that to me?
I was about to say, how many times do you honestly, you don't even have to tell her personally, but how many times honestly do you just wake up in life and you just could be in the morning, you just say, man, I'm sorry. Don't even matter. You talking to your mom or your daddy. You just be like, man, I'm sorry. Like,
all that.
it's like, hey, bro, it's just times where I'm just sitting there. Damn, I could just be talking to my mom. Just, we could just be talking about, old stuff, new stuff, kids, whatever. Okay, hey, mom, I'm sorry. Same thing with Pops. Hey, Pops, man, bro. Hey, man, I apologize, bro, because like you said, we all had that area of, I want to say in our lifetime, in our era, it's been that point to where I have to say, I think we was probably the most rebellious. Oh, yeah. If you look at our age group, man, bro.
You hit the sweet spot right before they could track you.
So and you still had internet. Right. You had access, but no access. Right. So it was like we were in that gap to where it was like, man, bro, I know we had to push our parents to the limit, man. I know I did. That's why I say it was just it's that simple factor of I look back and I be like, man, sorry, because it's just something different when it comes down to looking at our kids and how they're growing up now. To me personally, it's a little bit more sheltered. It's a little bit because we putting that roof over a little bit more.
Oh yeah, because like I know like myself, me and my brother for summertime, like we would be alone. I was like 10 or 11, and he was like 5. And during the summer, we was just at home.
Yeah, just at the crib. Chilling, yeah.
With my little piece of mail that says do this and do this and do this.
Exactly.
But like the world that we live in today, I don't think I would do that.
No.
I wouldn't just the come home when the street lights is off or whatever. Like how many adventures we went on these bikes?
Man, I am on the bike. I'm 8 blocks away.
We in the ditch making a ramp or something.
Like, dude, we everywhere, man.
But like now it's like my daughter ain't doing nothing that I can't see her do.
Man, bro, I told you I got boys. My old lady won't even let them go down the street to make sure she not unless she knows the neighbor down there. Yeah, you ain't going down there. I gotta meet their parents. I gotta meet their mama. I'm like, God dang, man, bro.
That definitely sheltered us but I feel like that's a technology's fault. Because the world has always been kind of shitty, but we didn't know about it.
We didn't know nothing about it. All we was worried about was what was going on here. Right. And like you said, we was down there at such and such house doing whatever, as long as lights came on. Man, bro, I gotta make it back to the house, man.
How many times did I remember we lived in a neighborhood and that was the rule. The street lights come on, it's time to start making your way. And then we'd be late. What happened? The street lights been on. Man, you know what it was? That one light was outside his house. It wasn't working.
It wasn't working this night, man. The other 2 came over and we were waiting on this one. It was
I could see them out the window. I could see that one, and it just wasn't coming on.
Oh, man, bro, like you said, bro, my parents, bro, both of my parents worked 2 jobs when I was growing up. So that left me into a house of myself. Like I say, sisters was all grown. They had left, one going to college, one being with a husband. So literally, like you said, both parents going away from the house. It was just me. So it was up to me to be responsible enough for myself to, like you say, do homework or make it home in time for bed and all that kind of stuff. Like that was a different outlook on me actually looking at my kids now. do I actually depend on my kids to think that they go actually do the right thing of being in bed on time and doing everything like that? I honestly believe so, because they have given that, like we said earlier, that leeway, right, so they have an understanding of, hey, look, I know I need to be in bed, so I got to get up at this point in time, period, everything else like that. Like, I literally just had a conversation with my son before the last day of school. He was like, we ain't doing nothing at school tomorrow. Bedtime in our house is at 9 o'clock. He was like, we're not doing nothing at school tomorrow. So can I stay up a little later? I was like, well, all we got is the party. After the party, we ain't got nothing going on. Okay, well, how late you talking about staying up? I just want to stay up till 10. Oh, you got is a party at school tomorrow? You talking about 10? My man threw 11 o'clock out there. No, just 10, good. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you way more responsible than that. Like, I'm trying to get 12, man.
You just said till.
Yeah.
Till. Yeah. I don't even know, man.
Yeah. Whatever. I knock out. That's it, man. As long as I'm back up for the bus, I guess.
Right, but I don't, like I said, the world that we live in probably back then was the same. And nowadays, like, how many times have you been sleeping in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning, your phone, Amber Alert, so-and-so got stolen in New Jersey, and they're on the run, and this is what you're looking for. Like, you didn't have that back then.
No.
So now you constantly getting updates of how the world is not what you want it to be. You know, so I feel like does that I say that to say does that hurt our children now by being a little bit more sheltered versus like our generation, we were a little bit more wide open with it?
I could honestly say it's two answers to that question. As far as this generation of kids, my personal opinion, once again, this generation of kids, when you look at everything that's going on in the world, like you say, the kidnapping, the sex trafficking, all that kind of stuff, like, to me personally, our kids have it rough with all of that.
For sure.
We wasn't really worried about any of that. Like I said, we wasn't ice cream man come rolling around or whatever the case may be. We didn't actually have a fear of going up to the ice cream truck thinking we go get.
Yeah, I hear my kids say all the time. They see that white van. They're like, oh,
I'm over there. Yeah, it can't go.
Think about that.
Oh, man, bro, it's an ice cream man, bro. I'm trying to get the SpongeBob sausages, man. Yeah, you're not really worried about that, bro. You just you was just a kid at that point. But I think a kid level is pushed more because, like you said, with everything else that's going on, especially with the social media and all that, like, all of that is making it 10 times harder on them.
Making them grow up faster.
Yeah. But on the other end of it, I want to say the atmosphere as in them interacting in school and all that kind of stuff. I can honestly say my kids, I tell you, I got a 16-year-old. He's about to be in 11th grade next year. He has went through his whole school year. Never been bullied. I was like, man, bro, y'all don't crack jokes or nothing like that on each other? No. Well, what do y'all talk? Animation? Okay, I mean, I was a Dragon Ball Z fan, but I was like, man, bro, we still crack jokes on each other or whatever. And me thinking it's just that, but then my 11-year-old with the same thing, like y'all don't. I'm like, like that conflict or whatever. Like,
what was that? Did you see that movie 21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
When the dude went back and thought he was gonna get cool, he was like,
That's what it is. It's like
one strap.
I was like, man, bro, is that right there? It's like, man, bro, what we looked at wasn't cool. It was nerdy or whatever you want to call it. Like, that's what's in now. Mm-hmm. And it's like on the opposite side, it's like, man, bro, take for granted. If you was a jock, like if you're a jock now, you just a guy who plays sports. Like, back then, it was the cool thing. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't got like your ceiling is here. Right. No, man, when we played sports, man, we were the guys that was here, man. But like, to me, that's why I say it's two different answers. Because I love I love the way that they're able to go to school and actually be there, or whatever the case may be. Find your group or find your activity or whatever you want to do or whatever you want to be in. And they're able to do that, be in it, love it, and not have any of the outsiders. Right. But like you say, on the other end of it, with life, social media, and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's way worse on them than what we was.
Yeah, I could see the damage, the negative effect of so much technology and so much dopamine. Like, for some reason now we all of a sudden have this ADHD problem, and it's because of red dye 40 or whatever. But like, it might have something to do with like there's so much stimulant now. Like you watching Facebook or you watching whatever, and it's like every 35 seconds, boop, 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 hit. You know what I mean?
Think about this. If you're in school, you can literally go and have a fight at school. When we were in school, you can go and have a fight at school. Only maybe whoever snuck in the bathroom to watch that fight could be 5 to 10 people. Watch you have that fight. They the only witnesses of you getting your butt whooped. Now, yeah. What? You on Instagram all day. You on Instagram or Facebook all day for the next 3 months of you getting your ass whooped. And if it's worse enough, you done made it worldwide of you getting your butt whooped.
Rob Deerdeck up there.
What? Yeah. Like you have literally crossed the line of you are a social platform of you getting your butt whooped. And you have to deal with that as a 12 or 15-year-old kid. You have to deal with you being on the internet as famous as you are just for getting your butt whooped. Like, to me, I know my mental wouldn't have handled that.
Right. And I try to, but I'm still figuring it out too, because we came from a generation that didn't. I feel like our generation was in a good pocket because we got the having nothing where all you had to do was stay outside all the time to like PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So we didn't have Atari.
And you get that. Like, you get that off. You get that once they came with that online.
Right.
Like
so we got to live through it.
Yeah, man. You get the outside life and you get the online life. Like, it was best of both worlds.
But I try to remind my kids, like, understand that anything you do on this phone, whether you send it a text message or you make it a post or you doing whatever, like, it's gonna live forever. So whatever you putting out there, let's make sure that it ain't gonna come back to bite you in 10 years or 5 years or whatever. Like, it's gonna be there.
Make sure it's something you actually like.
Right.
Don't think it's just a joke, and you think everybody else will think it's a joke. Like, you let that too. You can't even joke the same way no more. Like
They done took so many words away from us.
What? Oh my goodness!
It's I guess that goes back to the world is a little more sensitive.
Yeah. It's way more sensitive.
And
it's way more.
I think about like the past generations, like it was the way that they were raised and the things that they were doing. It was harder on their body, but easier on their soul. And I feel like today's world is a little bit easier on your body, but way
harder on your soul. Way harder.
If that makes any sense.
No, it is. It is. I like I say, I'm just second guessing on their behalf because they're the kids at this point. But as a parent looking at it, I gotta say, man, bro, they go through a lot mentally, and like
I feel like this whole podcast, for instance, like we're just getting up here with two guys, we're talking about things that we struggle with and how we deal with things, and like I feel like this is a whole new pocket. This didn't exist 20 years ago.
Dude, can you ever think of just two grown men sitting up here talking about just their life in general, or their issues or problems?
Well, a lot of people view that as a sign of weakness.
Yeah, that's why I say just us alone, just sitting up here just talking about just generations, life, kids, wife, man, bro. Like, wasn't nobody doing that back then. Like,
they might have done it like at the coffee shop.
Yeah, man, bro.
They wasn't doing it for everybody.
No, man, bro. Tom, how the wife is? Yeah, that is. And they on to the next after that, babe.
Right, but like I said, a lot of people might view it as weakness, and it holds people back from wanting to be vulnerable and wanting to go deep and expose how I'm not perfect. And to me, though, that is completely the opposite. Like I told anybody that comes up here, man, I thank you, because it takes a lot to come up here and be like, hey, everybody, this is my bullshit, and this is how I deal with it. It takes a lot.
I think saying it that way is almost like saying, like, back then they thought that their flaws made them weaker, right. But I think our flaws makes us stronger almost. Just the simple fact of us sitting up here having this conversation or having this talk or whatever doesn't mean I'm a less of a man. Don't mean I'm weaker of a man. But I'm able to have this conversation because I'm man enough to say, whatever this issue or situations are, I'm man enough to actually come out and have a conversation about it.
I feel like us as a country or as a humanity, I feel like somewhere along the lines we lost the pure communication.
You know what I mean? Bro, communication is all the way off.
There's been things that me and you have talked about that made me think of life differently.
Yeah.
And there's ways that the way that your brain works.
Yeah, and vice versa, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I feel like we lost that somewhere.
Oh, bro, we lost that, man. We got men talking to dogs, man. Come on, bro. We have all the way lost that.
There's we definitely come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and everybody that you meet comes from something different.
Yeah,
everybody's the same.
Yeah, but nobody's built the same.
But at the end of it, like, we ain't so different.
No.
You know what I mean? As far as the way that we think and the way that we view what's important to us and family and sports and lives and jobs and commitments and sacrifices and all those things, like. But if we didn't sit down here and talk about it,
you wouldn't know.
We would have took the stereotype that exists for me and for you, and that would have been it. It wouldn't have went no deeper.
When I was raised, it was always between me and you. It was supposed to be this big gap, but if you actually, like I said, I work with a lot of other people and everything else like that. If you conversate and talk to people, you learn that gap that you thought was here. It's nothing but this, and it's just a sheet of paper away from actually just saying, "Man, bro, hey, how you doing, man? My name is such and such." Right. And you get to know a person and you learn a person. Yeah, their outlooks are going to be different than your outlook, but it's the understanding of you can't expect somebody to see the world through your eyes the way you see the world.
Right.
And that was a big deal that I try to get my kids to understand too, because I don't want you to go into the world thinking that everybody sees it this way. No, it's one, just like you say, the new math. Right. They always told us back in the day, it's more than one way to solve a math problem.
Right.
They're
showing us now.
Yeah. That's why I say it's more than one way to look at the world. And if you go into it thinking that it's just this right here, yeah, you to me personally, you won't have the ability to have and hold conversation with people because you think what you was taught or what you was showed, that is it. No, it is a way to the world out there.
The way that I try to live my life and try to tell my kids, like, don't make assumptions off of what you see. Mm-hmm. Have the conversation, and then once the conversation happens and you get to know them a little bit, then if you find out, well, this person ain't worth a shit.
Yeah.
But now I know that because we talked. I didn't just assume that out the gate. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people, and we're just two people. We're not the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Because I'm sure that you're going to run across people that were raised with different morals and different outlooks, and that's just ignorance.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And I don't think that we're ever going to erase that completely.
No.
Just because it's there.
It's there. It's
go is control what I can control.
Yeah, it's there. It's gonna be there. If you pay attention to it, you can. If you want to. If not, the best thing to do, man, focus on what you have going on. Focus on what you can do in this certain situation of life. And the simple fact of, man, bro, such and such over there, he's worried about such and such. Man, I'm not worried about that, man, bro. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man, bro? Yeah, bro. I thought you was cool. Yeah, I'm cool with him, but he don't like me because of such a. That's his opinion.
Right.
what's going on with you, man? How you doing, man, bro? What's like? I gotta build my personal opinion on. Okay, is this guy really a fucked up individual, or is this guy actually somebody that I could actually talk to? And maybe that guy over there just have an issue that he hasn't got past in life.
Right.
So that's why I say I'm real big on that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me, man, bro, don't talk to that man, bro. That dude crazy or whatever. Right. I gotta go find out how crazy that guy is. I gotta go have a conversation with this guy. Now, if I come back and say, yeah, I'm crazy or whatever, man, like I gotta find that out though.
And you know, again, I don't want to take anything away from anything that you've dealt with in your life, because I'm not you, and I ain't never gonna be you.
No.
So not to downplay any of that, but a lot of times I would like to think, and I could be wrong, I would like to think that most of the stuff that concerning that is more put on by the media or certain things trying to build it more than it is.
The media would tell you 30-something people hate such and such.
Right.
But if you talk to 30, the media could tell you 30 black people hate John Cena.
Right.
But you could talk to 30 black people and all of them like John Cena. You should ask the media, well, what 30 people did you talk to? Right. Like it's right. they take this opinion from whatever area they're in or whatever poll that they do, they take that right there and they try to portray it as the world's thought. That's not everybody's thought. That's why I said earlier, everybody has different opinions. Right. Everybody looks at things differently. So you can't categorize everybody with the same thought of, well, if he hates it, then everybody hates it. Right. No, to me personally, that's coming off as racist to me. Right. Because you cannot put everybody in one category. No person, no race, or nobody is put in one category.
And I want to, again, I'm going to speculate here, but I want to say that you would think that maybe the media or the government or whoever they is, like if they look at the world, they look at it as, well, we can't have white people and black people and Hispanic people and Asian people. We can't have them on the same team. Because if they're on the same team, that means it's them versus us. Mm-hmm. But if we can get in there and make it to where it's white versus black versus Hispanic versus Asian, and they've even went even further now to where it's like now it's not only is it black, white, Asian, it's the LGBTQ. I'm not even gonna get into that, but I mean they done categorize that
everything.
So now we've got like 25 different categories that it's like now look at them.
To me, that's why I say it's always the government to me always preaches towards they act like they want community. But to me, honestly, truthfully, they don't want community. They don't want to bring together because the government makes more off of all of us divided. Right. As long as we're arguing, we're going to go Republican, Democrat, or as long as we arguing, we go be like, well, that's high class, that's low class, that's middle class. As long as we're going through all of that, they go try to get the votes out of it. Right. They're going to try to do whatever they're going to do to benefit out of it. To me personally, that's what that's going to do, because if they're running for anything else like that, they're going to speak to whatever class or whatever race. They're going to speak to that specific one to get a certain point across. And most times out of 10, that point is to hate on another race. But it's
I hope that the reason I started this podcast and the reason that I'm doing this ain't got nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help my fellow man, regardless of who it is. But
you trying to show that we can actually have a conversation across the table and show
that now on a side note, the people we were just talking about that don't want togetherness, this stuff like this right here, that's anti-everything.
Yeah, because to me, look, you think about it as in this. You look at it as in, okay, it's a big black-white division. Right. Okay, well, black and white work that out. Okay, no, well, now it's a white and black and Asian division. Okay, well, all three of them work it out. Okay, now you got to throw the Hispanics in there. Okay, well, all four of them or whatever work it out. Right. Okay, well, they done worked it out. You know what? throw the gays in there then. Like it's yeah, just keep moving the goalposts to where you just gotta keep.
Right, you never can win.
Yeah, like you just can't win. Like you, that's when you. Me personally, that's what I'm like, man, bro. I don't care what y'all think. I'm gonna go with what I learned, and I'm gonna go with what I think. So,
and I feel like now we're pushing with the era of the podcast and how big podcasts are, and there's no control over this. We ain't got no boss. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Exactly.
But that ain't always exist.
Yeah.
You had to go through these channels.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we could just keep on spreading positivity and all this good stuff.
Like this right here. Oh man, bro. Like to me, this is perfect though, bro. Just to actually sit here and just have a general conversation of just, like you say, childhood, family, kids.
I don't think we disagreed on anything.
No. Because like I say, we from different sides of the pond, but we learning that both sides of the pond looked at the same.
Right. We both got to where we are right now. And it wasn't perfect. We had our stuff that we had to go through, but now that we seem like we have a very similar train of thought when it comes to our family.
Yeah.
And that's what we have first. And
to me, that's
noise don't matter.
That's to me, it doesn't matter what man you go to. Well, I'm sorry, it does matter what kind of man you go to. But every man's number one idea is providing and protecting for his family.
Should be.
And that's 9 times out of 10, that's all of our thoughts when it comes to when it comes to family. We thinking about what I got to do to provide to get such and such, to get such and such, or to protect. How can I move them to this area because I heard this was safe? Do I need school? Yeah, this is a better school, right. And everything. Like that's like as man, that's our number one thought: provide and protect. And I think every man could agree on that.
I wonder how many people in the world that don't. Because for me and you, it sounds very easy. My goal is very easy, and by me staying on task, I have been somewhat successful. I'm not gonna say I'm rich. I'm not gonna say I got it figured out, but it could be a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
So I'll say I hit a pretty good little spot.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
But with that mentality,
you know where you at? You at that.
Right. With that mentality that me and you both have, how many people that are complaining? What is your mentality? Is your family first? Do you wake up and do everything that you could possibly do for your wife and your kids, or are you constantly blaming people? Are you constantly looking outwards, or what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. Whew. No, that's the dude. That's a different question right there, man, bro.
I mean, you got two people sitting here that we both kind of follow the same path and got kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So but I was thinking on the outside of that question because I know what lane I fall in. Right. I know what lane you fall in.
So like what
on the outside of that, like people that do. I know people who blame everything on the outside of that. Like, oh well, this is why that didn't happen for me. This is why that didn't go. Sooner or later, you gotta hold yourself accountable.
Right.
And certain people got to learn how to hold themselves accountable or stuff like that.
Right. That goes back to what we said earlier, like like the sports and all that whole thing.
Yeah. Like you say, if I'm playing sports,
what we got now from them.
If I'm playing linebacker and I'm supposed to hold down the slot and the slot receiver come out, cut right across the middle, I go in for a blitz, he catches a 5-yard first down. If my teammates come up there and say, well, why did you do, I can't say, oh, well, the quarterback looked like he was about to run. No, I can't blame the quarterback. I had a job. I didn't complete it. So that has to fall on me. So that's just, to me, that's how learning, taking responsibility at an early age of, I did the wrong thing.
Right.
So now I have to go to this huddle or I got to go to these individuals and my teammates and say, hey, yeah, look, I apologize. I thought something else, but I thought I was about to be a star, but I just became a fool. So
I wonder how many people that are complaining so much about everything, like, are you giving it your best shot? Are you just telling me you are?
I don't think they are. It's not.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They best could be they best.
Right. But I like, what you were saying about the sports and the way your life turned out and the way that I try to view things is like if I'm faced with something and let's just say it ain't even really 100% my fault, but whatever's happening is affecting me negatively. So I can either one blame this other person, or I could look inside and try to figure out how I can do better for myself. Mm-hmm. So which one of these is going to give me any type of pay dirt back? Worrying about what they think and what they're doing, or worrying about myself and what I can do to change and be better? Like, which one is going to help you?
I mean, worrying about what somebody else thinking, it ain't going to help you none at all.
Right.
So we just, like you say, we can revert that back to the government part. You can sit up there thinking you about to, like you say, you could think you about to satisfy somebody, then all they do is just move the goalpost back farther. Like, yeah. Right. So that's my number one thing. I'm not about to try to satisfy anybody. Right. My main goal and what I want to teach, like you say, to my kids and everything, dude, you got to do what makes you happy and what satisfies you. Right. If you do that, you ain't got to worry about the goalpost being moved. Because you control the goalpost at that point.
I wasn't even going that way anyway.
Yeah, man, bro.
I'm in my lane.
Yeah, I'm in my lane right here. I'm doing me right now. Like, I'm not trying to satisfy what's going on over there. Because you try to satisfy somebody else, then you go down that rabbit hole of them. Right. Like,
life's too short for that.
Yeah, man, bro. You don't want to spend half of your life trying to satisfy what somebody else got. Oh no.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess you have any other topics that you want to touch on? I mean, I feel like this has been a great episode. It's been a great time.
Great talk, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming, bro.
Man.
I really do.
No problem at all, man.
Whenever you're ready to come back, always welcome.
Man.
We'll kick it again.
Man, shoot the flare up in the sky, man, bro.
With the Batman light, huh?
Yeah, man, bro, just shoot it up there, man, bro. I'll sweet down, man. This ain't nothing but a good time right here, man. I love conversation, though, man.
Hopefully, we're gonna change the world. Gotta set it high.
Hey, you gotta set the bar. That's like you say, man. You gotta reach for the stars, man. Hey, man.
Well, yeah. This is wonderfully difficult. Peace. Oh man,
that was wonderful, man.